Hi, it's Paul here from the Aspiring Multimillionaires, and today we're in London at Covent Garden at an event called the Internet Millionaires Bootcamp, which is an event organised by a guy called MarkAnastasi, who is huge in the area of internet marketing and how to make money on the internet. So he's very kindly agreed to give us a few minutes of his time at this event to talk to you and tell you a little bit about his background and the benefits that you can get from looking at this industry. Mark, thank you very much for doing that. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming along today. I wonder if we could start, please, just by talking a little bit about your background and how you came here to be organising this event.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me on this interview. I appreciate it. Well, my background is I grew up in Greece. I've been moved to the UK about 10 years ago, 1997 actually, so that's about 12 years ago now. And you know, growing up, we never had much money. My dad was a journalist. He kind of lost his job in the early 90s. And so growing up, we never quite had much money. Sometimes we never had any money. And I went to university in England. I couldn't find a job after university, so I worked as a security guard for 2 years, and that was in 2002, making about £3.75 an hour, so about £500 a month or something like that. So still, I was now living in the UK, right, where the should have been land of opportunity and all those things coming from Greece and what have you. But I was still broke and not having much money. Then I worked in telesales for 14 months, making even less money practically than working as a security guard. I made one sale in 14 months, and therefore, anyway, I became broke very quickly, in £7,000 in debt, got kicked out of where I was living. And around January 2004, I decided, you know what, I need to, this area of life called money or wealth creation, I need to figure it out. I need to learn more about this because this is really affecting my life. At that point, I was living in a squat in London because I got kicked out of where I was living before. And so I started educating myself about wealth creation, about marketing. I started basically going to seminars. I could only go to free seminars. I couldn't afford paid for seminars. So I went to those free seminars. I learned some strategies. I learned a few things like, you know, you should get a mentor. You should copy a successful formula. Okay, that made sense to me. And then I started learning different formulas for wealth creation. And I came across this guy who said, yeah, you know, I'm making money with ebooks, $2,000 a month, putting an ebook on the internet. And I called him up. I said, listen, Francis, I'll work for you for free. I'll do whatever it takes. Just please share with me that story. Talk me through it. You know, guide me. Be my mentor, please. I'll work for you for free. And to cut a long story short, I just did what he said. 28 days later, I had an internet business. It cost me about £250 to put it all together with a site and everything. I had an internet business selling an ebook, my own ebook, and I was selling it for $67. I was making about 5 sales a day. 5 sales a day. It took about a month and maybe about 5 weeks to get up to five sales a day. So that meant about $300, $330 a day, which means about $10,000 a month in passive income from one product that I put on the internet.
After only 28 days?
After 28 days, I had the business set up, yes. And after another week, it was making 5 sales a day.
Yeah, which is incredible. And so basically, you invested £250, a bit of work, and generated that kind of income in a month.
Yes, and that was just from the first ebook. At the end of that year, or then at the end of that summer, so I launched on the 17th of May 2004. That's when I launched my first ebook. But by the end of that summer, I then launched another 5 ebooks. Then I started doing other things, other businesses. Once you learn this strategy, you can apply it to so many different things. But to cut a long story short, essentially, my first thing on the internet, and it worked like gangbusters. It was fantastic. So I started telling everybody. I think I spent like 3 months floating on air because I couldn't believe what was happening to me, what was happening to my life. I was telling everybody, free of charge, hey, come to my place, I'll show you how to do it, I'll train you. You know, you've got to try this out, it's fantastic. Just because I was excited about it, so I wanted to share it with more people. And in the end, I realized, you know, that so many people were wanting to come to my apartment to then see how to do this. I moved into a nice apartment, Earl's Court and all of that. And I thought, I'll do this as a business. I'll start organizing some events. Plus, I wanted to share with more people these strategies, these life strategies about mindset, about changing your mindset, changing your life, about self-esteem, about spirituality, the law of attraction, and about marketing and business and all of those things. I wanted to share those strategies with people. So I set up a seminar business to organize events. Because
Right.
by going to events, it changed my life.
Mhm.
I learned so much by going to some seminars in London 5 years ago.
Right.
I thought, I'm going to pass that gift on to more people, train
Mhm.
more people myself. And so I launched a seminar business, which basically leads us to today, where you're now the Internet Millionaires Bootcamp, and downstairs we're having an event with about 300 people, teaching them those life strategies that have helped me, that have helped thousands and millions of people out there. So we're sharing it with more people, and that's what brought us to this event. That's the background to this event.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Mark. Thank you for that. And you know, from someone who's come from a background which wasn't wealthy, you now have this attitude of a huge abundance. You know, you want to take what you've got and you want to share it with people, and that's a wonderful thing, and it's a wonderful lesson for people to learn, because you know the universe does have a lot of abundance. It does have, you know, plenty of everything for everyone.
The universe is completely abundant. It's only our thinking that is limited. Our thinking limits us. Our thinking limits the abundance that we can see around us. I did an exercise 5 years ago, Paul, where I brainstormed 100 ways how to make money.
Right.
The day before I did that exercise, I didn't know how to make money. I was broke and all of those things. All I knew is send out a CV, get a job, or some people I heard had made money from property. That was my entire wealth awareness, money-making consciousness, limited to getting a job.
As it is for so many people.
That's what we've been conditioned since a young age.
Yeah.
How do you survive? How do you make money? You go and get a job. You get a good education, get a job. Why? Because they're training us to be good factory workers. It's a 19th century kind of schooling model that's never changed. We're now in the 21st century. You need to think differently. You need to be thinking like an entrepreneur. You need to be adding more value so you can generate more wealth for yourself as well. And what I then brainstormed 100 ways how to make money. I researched it, picked up magazines, newspapers, Fortune mag. I brainstormed 100 ways how. It was like the floodgates of my mind had opened up. I started seeing opportunities everywhere. And to this day, it's just, there's so much money and wealth to be generated everywhere. There are literally millions and millions of ways to make money. If you do that exercise, I guarantee you, your life will never be the same again. Brainstorm 100 ways how to make money and write down 100 reasons why you want to make more money. Your life will never be the same again. Just those two exercises. Get a journal, get a pen, start writing those things. So it will change your mindset. If you write down 100 reasons why you must make more money, suddenly you have 100 neural associations in your brain between the area called pleasure and something good and good, that area of your brain, and the area of your brain called money.
Yeah.
You're just linking it up by writing down, I want more money so I can improve my health, and buy more, go to Thailand on a detox retreat. I can go and buy nutritional supplements. It'll help me with my family because I'll be able to spend more time with my kids. It'll help me because I can play basketball better for my health. It'll help me because I'll be able to contribute more, etc., etc. 100 reasons why. You're training your brain to link up pleasure, a lot of pleasure, with the idea of making money. You will then have all the motivation you'll ever need for the rest of your life to move in that direction. And then people have another limiting belief, which is, because they have the limiting belief that making money is bad, that being rich is a bad thing, etc., etc. So that first exercise can eradicate that. Second exercise, second limiting belief people have is, I can't make money. I don't know how to make money. You do that exercise, 100 ways how, that belief is completely destroyed. So now you have the belief of, I can make a lot of money, linked to the idea of yes I can, yes it's me, it's my identity, yes it's a good thing, linked up very strongly if you do that. Because you're asking your brain, come up for me with a reason why I need to make more money. And so your brain is like having to reconnect everything to move in that direction. It's amazing the change that happen in people's lives when they change their beliefs about something. And frankly, in our seminars, we teach strategies about making money through investments, or how to move your life to the next level in whatever area that the seminar is about. But really, it all comes down to the mindset. If people have a mindset like my dad has had for many years, that making money is hard, that rich people are evil, that he doesn't deserve wealth, etc. It doesn't matter what else happens in his life; he will always end up in the same life situation, which is not a terribly abundant one.
Yeah.
As an example.
Yeah, certainly. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Mark. You live out in Cyprus,
Yes.
in the sunshine. You have a great life. You have multiple streams of passive income generating you money all the time. You don't need to actually go out and work. Yet you've come over to London to spend 3 days, blood, sweat and tears, to generate an event for people. Why are you doing this?
There are many reasons why I choose to do events. The first reason, I think, is because I like the attention. I like being on stage in LA. It meets my needs. I am out there in Cyprus, and the fact is, out there in Cyprus, I don't really connect with many entrepreneurs or people in the personal development field. So whenever I come here and do an event, it's great because it's a chance for me to connect with all my friends, a chance to connect with my clients as well, that are all clients in the UK. It's a chance also to network with my mentors. It's a chance to introduce my clients to my mentors and what I'm learning from them at that time. As I said, it's nice to get a bit of attention, or a bit of appreciation from time to time as well. I guess that's one of the reasons. Business-wise as well, of course, it makes sense to me to do that because it means I can advertise my business to new people, maybe some clients bring their friends, etc. One of the main reasons as well is to, of course, we create information products. We film those events. We have DVDs. Then it's a new product that can be added to our product funnel. But really, as I mentioned before, I feel that what I do in my life is I'm a sharer. My dad was a reporter. I'm kind of a reporter as well. I go out, I figure out life strategies that work, wealth creation strategies that work, and I then love bringing that to people, reporting it back to people. So doing an event is a great way to do that. So you can get the same strategies that are improving my life, that have changed my life, then we can share it with more people. And getting those testimonials maybe months later or years later, Mark, hey, you know, whenever I come back to London, I bump into clients that we had 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Mark, yeah, I never told you this, thank you God. I said, why? And they say to me, because, remember I came to your seminar 3 years ago? Well, I quit my job a year later, I did this, now I'm living out in wherever, the Caribbean or what have you. That, or people read my ebooks and go, Mark, thank you so much, now my daughter's so much better, etc., etc. It's just, you can't describe that feeling. So it's just one of the reasons, basically, why we do those events.
So even though you are actually making a very good income out of your business, it's not just about the money, is it?
You know, I think that once you start making a lot of money, or you've sorted out that aspect of your life, there's all kinds of other reasons why you do things. Absolutely, you then realize, okay, well, that aspect, money is just one aspect of your life. There's relationships, health, spirituality, meaning, etc. Those are other aspects. That when you sort out the base needs and your security, then you think about, okay, what do I want to do with my life? What do I want to be remembered for? How do I want to contribute? What do I want my life's work to be about?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, we're going to wrap up in just a moment, but just before we do, for our viewers, what I'd like to ask you, Mark, is for anyone that wants to start a business that's involved with the internet, making money online, what would be your key starting point? Where should they go? What should they do as the very first thing they do to get going?
To make an income on the internet?
Yeah.
There are so many, there are thousands and thousands of strategies when it comes to internet marketing, but essentially internet marketing is very simple. You find a target market, you find out what they need, second step is you create the products that will solve those needs with information that can solve those problems, those challenges, that meets those needs. And third step is you set up a website, get a web designer to do that, set up a website that sells that product with those solutions to that target market. And the fourth step is drive traffic to all of that. So really the first step is to identify a target market, identify a group of people with a common set of challenges that you want to help them with.
Right.
Is it about beauty? Is it about relationship advice? Is it about business success? Is it about investing success? Is it about wealth creation? Is it about business opportunities? Is it about how to enjoy a hobby more? Is it about how to overcome a health challenge or a personal challenge, etc.? There's all these different topics around those kinds of things. And identifying that is the first step, really. But when it comes to I guess if people want to get started and find out a bit more about it, I offer a free DVD. I don't know if you mind me telling your audience about this?
Absolutely. No, I was going to come on to how you can actually help people with this.
Well, starting point, there's a free DVD that I offer at freemillionairemakerdvd.com. That's freemillionairemakerdvd.com. The DVD itself is free, but I charge $4 for shipping. It actually cost me $6. I'm losing $2 on each thing, but anyway, it's a
very
good
generous
thing.
offer.
Well, it's good because it also adds people onto my list, so they're now in my sphere of influence, so they can then find out about other things that I do. So just to be open about that.
Yeah.
So there's a free DVD there with 2 90-minute presentations on that DVD. One is about the mindset, the millionaire mindset, and the second one is about how to make money thanks to the internet with an automated web business on the internet. So maybe that could be a starting point. Other than that, what can I recommend? Maybe they could come to one of our seminars, of course, about internet marketing. We do some events that are free of charge, some are £97, so you know that could be a starting point. But really, when it comes to setting up a business, the starting point is, like I mentioned, find a target market, then search or find some or create some products for that target market.
Fantastic, Mark. The web address for contacting Mark and obtaining that DVD will be displayed on the screen at the bottom, so keep a lookout for that. This has been Paul from Aspiring Multimillionaires with Mark Anastasi from Wealth Magnetics.
Great.
Very good to meet you. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you.